On the dividend news, we'll go ahead and start off with the bad one. We'll get it out of the way, which was American Tower Corporation. They cut their dividend by 4.7% from $1.70 to $1.62 per share. This ends the 11 consecutive years of dividend growth. But on the positive side, we do have Applied Materials, which hiked its dividend by 25%. We also have Toll Brothers, which hiked its dividend by 9.5%. And as well, we do have Realty Income, which hiked its monthly dividend to 0.257 cents per share. And the third to last one, we have Dick's Sporting Goods, which hiked its dividend by 10%. We also have Colgate, which hiked its dividend by 4.2% to 50 cents. This is 61 consecutive years of dividend growth. And the last one we do have here, guys, is Shoe Carnival, which hiked its dividend by 12.50%. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 230 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, what options I placed, which ones I rolled. We also got a very awesome dividend payment this past week, which was from SNSXX, which, you know, it was huge. So I'll be going over that. And one of the other things is I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to try to go through this video as quick as possible, just because I got tested for the positive virus from the 2020. So just wanted to make sure we didn't break the Sunday upload video marathon we're on so far. I haven't missed any in a couple years, so we're going to continue pushing even though. So just bear with me in case my voice does sound a little bit different. But you guys already know we come back every single Sunday, guys. We see this continue to compound. This is our scripts that I do have on my Google Sheets. They're available completely for free. But anyways, we kick these off later in the video. Our goal is to try to grow this passive income, converting our active income into passive income so that eventually we can live off of this. So right now our portfolio is projected to make about $530.27 monthly passively. We wouldn't have to do anything for this, and by the end of the video we should see this way higher, because every single week, guys, we have a goal to dollar cost average into the portfolio, no matter what the market's doing, what the portfolio is doing. And it's keeping us disciplined, so I'm definitely excited to see where this ends up. But anyways, you'll see annual dividends, guys. 2024, we're doing fairly well, especially for the first 2 months. We're actually trying to wrap up the month of March, which this past week I got a really awesome dividend from SNSXX, which I'll be using to buy more SCHD this coming week. And hopefully we can hit the ex-dividend date, because they still have not announced it yet. As far as I know, I believe there are some estimates which it's showing about 60 cents is what they're planning to pay out. But yeah, I mean, in the long term, SCHD is a awesome ETF that we don't have to really worry about anything, because it's very diversified. But if we do look at the quarterly dividends here, guys, Q1 of 2024, we're getting ready to wrap that up. We're just waiting on the last couple dividends for the month of March, and I'm so excited because we're definitely going to surpass Q4 of 2023. So we'll see where that ends up by the end of the month. And then if we look at the options premium for the month of March, we were actually still at $482.04 for collecting premium. And this is just extra little crumbs on top that the portfolio is generating that I'm able to use to accumulate a little bit more shares of SCHD and other companies. And if we do look, the rate of return on this from the money I have invested so far has been 2.53%, which I'm okay with that. If we can keep that for the full year, that's perfect. But if we can continue doing this for the full next couple months, this is going to compound very nicely. A 7 to 8% return is amazing, and I would not complain about that at all. But if we do look here at the options, just so you guys can see, we do have this past week, I didn't really place anything. I was actually managing some of the puts that I had, and they did end up expiring worthless. So I'll show you that when we jump over to the Schwab account. If we do look here at my goals, guys, because every single Sunday we come back, we gotta revisit these so that we know that we're staying on track and we're not slacking. But anyways, the first one is more related to my YouTube channel. That one's to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or returning viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with that bell notification. Definitely would appreciate it if you guys help me reach this goal. And as well, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely appreciate it. Costs you nothing, and it helps out the channel a lot. But anyways, goal number 2, guys, is to try to get to about $425 per month selling I guess not selling options, but collecting dividends on average. I definitely have already surpassed this, but this is due mostly because I have about $105,000 invested into SNSXX, which is earning me about a 5% return yearly. I do plan to convert this into equities as soon as I'm selling cash secure puts, and eventually I get assigned, and there's no point in me actually rolling. So that's where I'm planning to do. I'm going to continue executing this, continue to collect premium as far as I can. And then if we do look here, guys, goal number 3 is to have $126,000 invested of my own money. If we do look here, we're at $120,826.84. So we're slowly chipping away at it. We'll eventually get to it by the end of the year. We have quite a couple months to go, and definitely this one is within my control, so I will make sure this gets achieved. As well, goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio at a minimum. I'm continuing to do this every single week. You guys follow me every Sunday. You guys see that I continue to contribute into the portfolio, and we're slowly seeing the portfolio grow and grow in value. And then goal number 5, guys, is to drip an additional $25 every time a company is about to go ex-dividend date. I actually had to do this past week, so I'll show you that when we jump over into the Schwab account. But this is basically just a way for me to force myself to contribute a little bit more into the portfolio. So I'll try to buy $25 of a company that is about to go ex-dividend date. That way I collect a little bit more crumbs because I buy a little bit more of the shares, and I hit the ex-dividend date, and then I collect dividend as well, which those little crumbs will drip back into the portfolio, which the next quarter it'll pay out a little bit more, and those little crumbs do start compounding over in the long term. So right here, goal number 6 is to average about $100 per month selling options. We're definitely destroying that right now, but we don't know what's ahead in the next couple months, so we'll see where that ends up. Goal number 7 is to get SCHD to 1,000 shares. We're gonna do that, guys. We have a plan, we're executing, and I think hopefully this year we get to 1,000 shares. I'm continuing to accumulate shares of SCHD, which I'll show you once we jump over to Schwab, because I did buy a couple shares of SCHD this week. But if I do show you guys here the dividend payout, this is the couple companies that we're waiting for the month of March still. So we have Nvidia, Waste Management, Lockheed Martin, Union Pacific, and I believe SCHD, which has not shown up yet. As you'll see, Waste Management did pay us out a dividend, or I guess dividend raise. And later in the video, we'll kick off. There's another script I have, of course. We'll kick off the script, and we'll see if any companies in my portfolio has declared dividends, which they show up here. And then you'll see we'll start off strong with Altria on the 30th of April. That will be paying us out. Yeah, guys, this is what I have. Let's go ahead and get started with the video. As you'll see, guys, the portfolio is at $237,064.09. You'll see day change, we're at $137.26 in the red, which is about a 0.06%. 2-year changes of $48,953.85, which is about 26.02% in the green. Definitely cannot complain about that. If we do look here at the positions, guys, you'll see that we're actually up by 11.05% capital appreciation, which is about $23,419.36. I've already taken a lot of my gains here, and you'll see cash available is $1,786.75. I actually do not have any options right now. All of them did expire worthless this past Friday, so I will have the ability to place some cash secure puts, or technically I guess naked puts, this coming week. We'll see what happens. I believe the Fed will be speaking this week, so it might create some volatility, so that gives us a great opportunity to collect premium there. Anyways, you'll see that we do have all these positions in my portfolio. I'm going to continue to grow the number of shares we have in them. Then we also have SCHD, which now we're at 688 shares, almost 689 shares. And we do have SNSXX, which we have about $105,000 invested in this, earning us about a 5% return while we sell cash secured puts on these other great companies. We wouldn't mind getting assigned or collecting premium in the meantime. So we're going to continue doing that while we earn a 5% return, and that's definitely a great strategy. We're going to continue to milk and see how long that continues until there's no way for us to roll out of these cash secure puts and we get assigned. But if we do look here, guys, at the performance, you'll see that we are up in the green by $34,417.65. You'll see that man, back in 2022, we were in the red. We continue to stay focused, guys. We had those goals. We stayed disciplined. And look at this. Now it's paying off in the long term. I can't wait for what 5-10 years will, show us in the portfolio. If we do look here, guys, rate of return 17.14% in the green. And then if we do look at the investment income here, guys, we're projected to make about $8,996.28. You'll see that we're projected to make about $749.69 in the next 12 months on a monthly average. April, we're projected to make about $667.54. On May, $514.09, and then June, $1,067.44. So we'll see how that plays out. If we do look at the history, guys, I can kind of show you guys what we did this past week. So I do have it start from the 11th of March all the way till the 17th. If I scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that on the 11th, I actually bought Waste Management. I bought $25 worth of Waste Management. This is that goal I have, guys. Waste Management was going to go ex-dividend date, so I decided to buy $25 worth of it so I could meet the ex-dividend date on the 11th as well. I bought 2 shares of SCHD, spent about $157.78 just to continue to accumulate these. And then because remember, we want to get to 1,000 shares. And then on the 11th, 12th, I deposited $125. $25 was for the Waste Management, and $100 was $2 cost average into the portfolio. As you guys can see, those goals continue to keep me disciplined and keep me accountable. On the 14th, I ended up buying 3 more shares of SCHD, spending about $36.36 here. So spent a little bit there. And then you'll see on the 14th as well, Microsoft ended up paying us a dividend of $7.25. It also dripped back again into itself and bought about 0.01 shares of it. And then you'll see on the 15th, I ended up buying some more SCHD, guys. So I bought 2 more shares, spent about $157.38. So really, I bought around 7 shares this week of SCHD. Continue to accumulate shares. And in here on the 15th, guys, SNSXX paid us a dividend of $84.77. They also paid me here $363.50 as well. So in total, about 440-ish, almost $450-ish is what we got paid from this on a monthly payment. And hopefully next month we'll get paid right around the same amount or even more. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna take this $450-ish and buy more SCHD next week. So definitely look forward to that. We're going to continue to accumulate those shares, try to achieve those goals we have set for us. And if we do look here, guys, you'll see this calculate dividends. So what this is going to do is add up all the dividends in my page here and see how much we made in passive income this past week for doing absolutely nothing. So let's go ahead and click on it. And you'll see, guys, that we made $455.52 completely passive, guys. Had to do nothing here. This was the dividends from SNSXX and the Microsoft dividend. So very, very awesome to see. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by jumping over to the Google Sheets, seeing how much we grew the dividend snowball. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys. So you'll see here, we're at the dashboard. I already have a copy of this over here, so we can kind of see the difference on how much we grew the dividend snowball this week. Again, on the options premium, I just want to go over it. March, we're doing fairly well still. $482.04 for the first 2 weeks. I didn't really make anything this past week, but I can't complain with this return here. Next week we should collect a little bit more premium, and then on the rate of return, we're 2.53% in the first 2 months. If you multiply that times we have 10 more, so I mean, even if we were to multiply it by twice, we could get about a 5% return. We could even get an 8% return if we continue to keep this, but I'm not, this is just a cherry on top if we can or not. If we do look here at the options though, for the total we've collected, and so far in the first, I guess, 2.5 months, it's been $3,056.52, which is great. We still have 2 more weeks left, and I can't complain about that. If we do look at the dividend payout, we do have 5 companies that are showing up. If we go over here to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll go out and see which, it looks like the script's not currently working. I guess someone else was using it, but I guess we won't kick it off this time. But or let me try it one more time, see if it works. Sometimes the script won't work because it thinks it's a bot, but it looks like it's running now. So there it goes. Give it a second or two, and I don't believe nothing popped up. Oh, it looks like Microsoft did show up. So it looks like they will be going ex-dividend date on May 15th, and they will pay out on June 13th. Again, I have these scripts available for free, guys. All I ask in return is that you support the channel by subscribing with that notification if you haven't done so, and you drop a big thumbs up on my videos to help out the channel. And yeah, I don't charge anything for any of this stuff. But if we do go over here to settings, guys, you'll see here that we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and jump over to Empower so we can grab the latest version of my portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're at the Empower on my Schwab account. You'll see this green button. It's called Copy Holdings. Click on it. This copies the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which we can go right back into the Google Sheets, paste special values only, and then we are good to go. If we go here, Holdings. This is an old snapshot of my portfolio from last week. You'll see it has all the shares and so on and so on. Once we go to portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. So let's go ahead and do that. So there it goes. Give it a second or two, and we can jump back over here to the dashboard. We'll be seeing everything being calculated. And if we do look, guys, it looks like it's done running. On the dividend yield, it's at 2.69% compared to 2.71% from last week. If we do look at the projected dividend yield on cost, we did go down to 3.01% compared to 3.02%. Yearly, we're projected to make $6,384.39 now. On the monthly, we're now making $532.03 compared to $530.27. Can't complain about that. We went up by $2. And on the weekly, $122.78 compared to $122.37. So about 50 cents we went up. I guess not 50 cents, but a little bit less than 50 cents. And you'll see on the day, $17.49 every day. Now we went up by about 6 cents. So every day we're making 6 pennies more. On the hourly, we're still making 73 cents every single hour. But on the hourly work wage, guys, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week. They would get paid an hourly rate of $3.07 compared to last week of $3.06. They were doing such a great job. I guess they got a raise, but we'll eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. That'll be a huge milestone when we achieve it. Anyways, this is actually all I have for you guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe with that notification if you have not done so. Drop a big thumbs up on my videos, definitely appreciate it. And if you stuck all the way to their end, go ahead and drop a hashtag SNSXX, because guys, that was such a juicy dividend payment or a monthly payment from them. And next month we should hopefully achieve the same amount, depending if the Fed cuts rates or whatever happens in that case. But we're definitely going to continue to accumulate this as much as possible, as long as we can, and we're going to continue to also sell options. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.